Hi, how are you? I'm Robin. Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. This little world right here is Man for Himself. If you like men's hair product reviews, grooming, skincare, fragrance, and videos like this one, then you're gonna love this channel. Please do press subscribe right now. Okay, you are looking at me thinking your hair is wild, it is massive, it is long. Like this is the longest it has ever been, and I am loving it. I actually am loving it. I think because I'd kind of had the same sort of hair length for so long. Fine, I started to grow out the sides. I moved away from that sort of fade to something a little bit more classic. But this is long. And actually, it's kind of like reignited my love of playing with hair. There you go. And I've been kind of playing with different hair products and kind of just seeing what I can do with a little bit of heat, my hands, and a bit of spray. And in this one, I just want to show you what I've been doing. I put a picture up on Instagram, and people seem to like it. So I'm still kind of learning the trade of the longer hair. But I'm going to show you a few things. So my hair has been washed. It is clean. I shampooed it and I conditioned it just because I had quite a lot of product in it yesterday. I wanted to freshen it up. I'm going to start with a pre-styler. It goes exactly the same way. Using a pre-styler is just going to help you to start to put in the shape of the hair. Also, pre-styling is where you can kind of start to sort of find a solution to any sort of areas or issues that you might have. So for me, I need thickening. This is Bumble Thickening Go Big Treatment, but you might be using something maybe for frizz or maybe to smooth it or just to give it that boost. So spritz. When the hair has been damped down, I'm going to combine it with a little bit of sea salt spray, just because I want the hair to have some movement, some texture, a little bit of a more lived in gritty feel, and a sea salt spray is perfect for that. Evo Salty Dog. Did a sea salt spray video really recently and sort of picked out some of my favorite ones. We've got a budget one, I'll link it down below. Also, I had one for a great sort of conditioning, and then one which is just full of texture, which was this one. Also, on Man for Himself, on the product pages, there is a sea salt tab. So if you want to see all the sort of sea salts, then you can do that. Okay, next, I'm gonna grab a hairdryer. Now, this is where this has really changed for me. I used to always say medium heat, fast speed. I've changed this up. I'm gonna go for a really slow speed. So there's 3 different settings on here. I'm gonna go for number 1. And then with heat, I'm gonna go right down. It's not a medium heat, it's a low heat. I've just found that with sort of slowing down that whole process, it's helping to put the hair it's kind of helping it to go less about volume and more about structure and placing the hair. And it's just really sort of helped. So I'm gonna go 1 and 1. And with this, I'm gonna smooth back. Should say I'm not going to use a brush, I'm not going to use a comb. I have been testing it out, but actually for this more sort of lived in everyday sort of look, I just want to use my hands. And I'm going to really sort of sweep the hair back lightly, working on that top to push back, not flattening the hair, but certainly still picking it up and adding a little bit of volume. And then the same with the sides. And then we will get into the back. The back is going to be really about sort of pushing the hair almost into a bit of a ducktail. If you think of those sort of rockabilly pompadours, which I absolutely love, then they've got this really great ducktail style at the back. And with more length, I'm slightly more able to do that. Right. When I'm moving into like hair placement where I want it to go, naturally my hair sort of sits from my left down into my right, and I quite like that sort of placement of the parting. So I'm just going to go with that, but it can quite as easily just be flipped, which will give it slightly more volume. But we're just going to kind of see where the hair goes for this. I am going to finish on a cold blast of air just by pushing in the cool shot button. It's going to help to set the hair. Don't style your hair when it's hot. It means that when it cools down, it's got product on it, it's kind of going to fall out a little bit. Your hair's not going to fall out, the style is going to fall out. So just blast it, start to set the hair with that hairdryer, and then you can go into styling it. Okay, for styling products, I have tried loads of different things at the moment. I found that with shorter hair, you want something slightly thicker, so a clay would work really well, even a putty, just because it helps build structure. With this longer hair, I want something which is just a little bit more like lived in and effort. I keep on saying lived in. I just kind of don't want it to look too done because it is so long. When I've tried clays, like Moroccan Oil Texture Clay, one of my absolute favorite products, that is still giving really great structure to the hair. Sheer Revival Northern Lights, matte paste, it's fantastic. It's still working really well in the hair. but I found that actually using lighter products, more cream-based products, Moroccan oil molding cream is great, Sheer Revival Grey Ghost, Boxabolics Crop Strutters by Evo, all really good. But this one, Fatboy Spray Putty. I normally hate a spray. I hate spray waxes, I hate spray clays, but this spray putty is really fantastic for this because you'll see, instead of spraying it into the hair, I want more control. I want to use this like a hair product that we would do. So you can see there, quite white. I'm just going to get it into the hands and I'm really going to lightly brush it. So I'm still going to do the same thing, coating the hair, but there's not much product on my hands at all. And then you've got to tilt your head and flick it up. No, you don't. You just need to work in this style. This is all trial and error. Still learning about my hair, but it's feeling good. With the back, I'm just going to sweep down from one side with the other side, take it down and pull out. And that's going to give me these little flicks. So you're meeting the hands in the center, pulling down. This was a tip from my friend Nicholas, who actually cut this more sort of style in for me. You're getting more of this sort of flicky style. So it's just sweep down and round. Less is more for this. You can kind of play with the placement of the hair, the placement of the part, see what works for you, see what you like. But with a product like this, because it's not going to dry hard, it's not going to freeze hold, you can mix it up during the day. And actually, while I've been wearing this, and it was what happened with my hair on that Instagram picture, this whole front section just fell. And it kind of came down like this, and it wrapped. And it was quite nice, actually. So just go with how your hair wants to sit. And it was this style I got actually off my own hair pages, the hairstyle directory. There was a Jake Gyllenhaal picture which I saw at the start of lockdown, and I thought I would love my hair to be like that, and that kind of kept me going for the styling. And then Ben Vowles, who was, or who is, for July, Barber of the Month on the hair directory, he has done a couple of longer styles, and I absolutely love them. So I sort of saw that as inspiration. And I would say if you do want a bit of hairstyle inspiration, if you pop on there, I'll link it and also link it up, one of those in the cards. You can check out the styles and also it'll tell you what to ask your barber. So it should, I mean it will help you. With the front, you can pull any strands forward if you want it a little bit more 90s. I quite like that. And then if I get like really bored with them, a bit pissed off during the day, I just sweep it back again. Again, all about layering. Don't overdo the product straight away. Add it in when you need it. You can really see the length when you start to sort of flick those bits out, just to pull it behind the ear and then round. Okay, right. This product is also quite good just for giving a quick blast for hold. Comes to a light mist. Take away any flyaways. And then I am happy with that. So there you go, that is it. That's how I'm styling my hair at the moment. I bet you probably in 2-3 weeks time, this will be totally different again. While I'm sort of experimenting with products, I'm still growing it, maybe I'll cut it, who knows. I mean, it's just hair. And while I've got it, age 33, I'm not doing too bad. I'm gonna enjoy it. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, kind of taking you on my hair journey and showing you the products that I'm using at the moment. But thank you very much for watching. I will link everything, all the products, also the hairstyle directory. If you're looking for a bit of hairstyle inspiration, you want to know what to ask your barber and the styling products you can use at home, then that is going to be like your Bible, your hair Bible right there. Also the Man for Hair Instagram account, a similar sort of thing. Really sort of visual, see the cut, see the styles, and gives you something to aim for. Also, if you're still new to this, you've still not pressed subscribe, then please do press subscribe right now. The button is there. Also, more video suggestions there. A link to, let's put you to the hairstyle directory there. What else? Yeah, all the cards up there. But until my next new video, bye-bye.